Thank you, Macy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages. We are here tonight at the Custer Dome for the season opener of the 25-26 season. Now for your starting lineups. The Buffalo Lady Bison, coached by Ryan Nelson and his assistant, Miss Nelson. Number 10, Avery Browser. Number 13, Isabel Jordan. Number 15, Tana Lauer. 21, Miss Adelie Alley. And 25, Paige Snyder. They will be the visiting team wearing black, trimmed in white. And now for the home team, the Beaver Lady Dusters. Number 1, Junior Maddie Cash. Number 10, Senior Paula Martinez. A junior, number 11, Shaylee Clyde. A junior, number 13, Kaylee Padilla. And a senior, number 25, Macy Draper. Good luck to both teams. Let's enjoy the game. Can't be. Gotta tighten the handle.
Whoa. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be back in the gym. Starting things off, the Lady Dusters win the tip. Martinez drives down in the lane, goes up, draws the foul. She's headed the line to shoot two. Oh, she didn't get the friendly roll on the first one. Second one's away, and in it goes. Lady Dusters will take the lead. 1-0, 7:53 to play. First quarter action. Lauer taking it down the far side. Klein covering her up, brings her back top of center, drives left into the lane, and she gets defensive pressure and called for the travel. Cash going to bring it up the floor. Pass to Klein. Now comes to Padilla on the near side. Martinez down near the corner. She drives into the paint. Shot no good. The whistle blows. Foul will be called. Martinez back to the line again. 1 for 1 on the last set. Up and in it goes. Martinez with both points on the board for the Lady Dusters. Shots up and in, knocking the other one down, extending the lead 3-0 early in the first. Get it into Snyder. She's going to come right. Pressure by Cash. Crossover dribble. Heads left. To the three-point line. Padilla got a little aggressive trying to get the jump ball call. And that'll be the first foul on the Lady Dusters. Lauer gets it in. Right back in Lauer's hands. Drives left. Top of the key. Sends it to the far side. Snyder. Pass for the baseline. Down low. It's wide. Lady Duster ball. Martinez gets it into Cash, and she's going to bring it up the floor. They get it to Padilla, drives into the paint, kicks it out top to Draper. Draper looking for somebody open. Martinez with a little cut. Draper puts it on the floor. Cash back to Draper. Loose ball, gets it in the corner. Klein out to Martinez, far side wing. Trying to find an opening. Pass deflected out, intended for Draper. Klein grabs up the trash. Sends it down. Draper from the block. Drops it in for two. Snyder trying to push it up. That's going to be a foul on Cash. Gardner a little tight. They get it into Snyder. Works it inside. Another foul on Padilla. Lauer to inbound. Baseline, near side. Lauer looking for somebody open. Klein gets her hands on it, sends it back out of bounds. Buffalo will do it again. Lauer, same spot, looking for an opening. Martinez tips the pass, intended for Jordan. Cash is going to bring it up again. Lady Dusters on top, 5-0, 6 minutes to play in the first. Kendall's checked into the game, sends it out to Shaley. She'll drop it in from outside. They're calling it 3 points. Timeout called. Lauer to send it in. On the defensive end of the floor, gets it to Snyder. She brings it. No, she's across. Bobbles the dribble, gets it to Lauer on the far side. Lauer working it down in the corner. Into the lane, they send it back out. That shot from the three-point line. And Klein is going to get called for the foul. Kendall Klein will pick up her first. Couldn't get that one to go. Second shot's away. Off the glass. That was a three. So she'll be shooting 3. Playing it off that one. The ball does not get the lucky roll. Draper with the rebound. Gets it to Martinez. She's going to bring it up the floor. Goes to Frame, who's recently checked in down in the corner. Martinez can't hold on. Out of bounds it goes. Bison ball. Buffalo gets it across. Out to the top of the key. Comes to the near side, working it in. Kicks it back out. Shot is blocked by Martinez. The Bison get it back. Working it near side. Foul on the floor. Going to call Martinez for it. Off the back of the iron. First shot, no good. Playing this one off the release. Jordan at the line, shooting her second shot. It's up, knocks it down. 8-2 now your score. Dusters on top. Martinez to bring it across. Cuts back to the left. Working down to the block. Shots up. Too strong. No good. Looks like Prowser picks up the rebound. Mulberry bringing it up the floor. Gets pushed to her left. Little handoff pass. Deese gets it to Jordan. Right back to Mulberry. Comes around to the right. Another handoff back to Deese. Down low. Shot no good. Martinez trying to get it across. Jordan bats it away. Prowser picks it up. And now Deese is going to bring it across. Works to her left. Gets it to Mulberry. Out far side wing. Up for 3. Strong. No good. Martinez with the rebound. Martinez drives it to the right. Gets it to Kendall. Kendall back to Martinez. Buffalo swipes it away. Deese trying to work it up the floor. Comes to 13 on the near side. Jordan. Martinez steals it away. Pushing it up the floor. Works to the right. Trying to get it inside to Draper. That one is batted out of bounds. Substitutions coming in from both sides of the floor. Stanley to inbound the ball. Goes to Shaley. Back to Stanley in the corner. Covered up by Mulberry. Drives in. Shots up. Can't get it to go. Snyder with the rebound. Mulberry back to Snyder. She's going to work it up the floor. Comes to Deese. Deese now, top of the key. Covered up by Cash. Gets it back to Snyder. She'll pull up for 3. Off the back of the rim. No good. Shaley with the rebound. Working it up to Frame. Down to the block. Shots up and underneath. A foul is called. Bristol goes to the line to shoot 2. And the roll goes favor the Dusters. Playing this one off the release. Shots up. That one won't go, but knocked out of bounds by Batman. Duster ball underneath their own goal. Draper around top of the key, sends it to Cash on the near side. She'll drive back up, coming back to the left. Trying to work it inside to Draper. Pass over the top. Lauer comes away with it. Drives left. Gets it to Mulberry. Back in Lauer's hands to the free throw line. Kicks it to Deese. Now Lauer, near side wing. She'll drive. Deese from the top of the key. Back to Lauer. Mulberry, nope, back of the rim. Lauer with the rebound. Putback is up, and she drops it in for two. Shaley trying to work it into Cash. Passes too far in front of her. Batman gets it to Deese. She's going to bring it across. Lauer down on the far side. Back to Deese, loses the pass. Cash swipes it up, and here come the Lady Dusters. Shaley picks up her dribble, finds Draper. She'll get it to Martinez, top of the key. Drives right, gets it to Cash. Steps up, shot from the elbow, knocks it down. Lady Dusters extending the lead, 11-4, minute 5 to play. Deese works at the Lauer on the near side, pulls up for three, off the back of the iron. Martinez crashing the boards. She works it to the left. Draper flashes the lane, pulls up, shoots, no good, but she does draw the foul. Foul's on Mulberry. Draper's first shot, knocks it down. Prowser checking back into the game for the Lady Bison. Second shot, wide left. Prowser with the rebound. Deese to bring it up the floor. Goes to Lauer on the far side. Working it down low. Kicks it right back to Lauer. Jordan to Deese. Comes to Batman on the near side. Working it down low. Jordan kicks it back to Batman. Back in Jordan's hands. Pulls up for the three. Just a little bit short. Battle for the rebound. And it's last touch by Draper. Black ball underneath their own goal. Lauer sends it in. Jordan up for three. No good. Too far to the right. Jordan drives back baseline. Pulls up. Kicks it to Prowser. Now Lauer shoots. Too strong. Over the top. No good. That wraps up one. First quarter is in the books. Lady Dusters on top. 12-4. We'll be right back.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender.
Quarter number 2. And it's stolen away by the Lady Dusters. And a foul. Looks like the foul is on Prowser. Shooting 2. Cash gets it to go. Substitute coming in. Lauer working it in. Deese. Picked up by Cash at half court. Goes to Lauer on the far side. Lauer trying to find somebody to get the ball to. Nice defense by the Lady Dusters. Works to Jordan on the near side. She'll go down low to Deese. Martinez is going to be called for a foul there. Looks like Lauer will inbound it near the timetable on the far side. How about right in front of the Duster bench? Works it into Deese. Comes back, top of the key. Lauer. Working it down low. Kicks it right back to Lauer. Jordan's got it, top of the key. She'll work it to Deese. There's a flash across the paint. Turns, shoots, can't get it to go. Allie struggling in the middle of the paint there. Martinez works it down the block, puts it up, draws the foul. I think that one is on Lauer. Is it yours? Shot is good to go. Deese gets it to Lauer. She'll try the 3. Too strong again. Martinez stealing the rebound from Batman, working it up the floor. Goes to her right. Back to Klein. Working it inside. Draper can't hang on. Jordan comes away with it. Sends it up the floor to Allie. Jordan to Lauer. She'll send it to Deese on the far side. Down low. Jordan kicks it to Allie at the free throw line. Drives up, shoots. Wide right, no good. The Dusters tag team the rebound. Martinez pushing it up the floor. Gets it to Klein. Drives into the paint, shots up from 10 foot out, no good. Draper with the rebound, turns, shoots, and drops it in for 2. Deese pushes it across. Lauer on the near side and Jordan on the far side. It is tipped out of bounds by Cash. Stays Buffalo ball. Deese drives to the far side. Jordan pops up, goes across the lane. Lauer picks it up, shots away, and drops it in for 2. Cash works it to Martinez on the near side of the floor. Draper calling for it. She's going to get pushed in the back by Batman. Foul is on the floor, so Cash will send it in from out of bounds. Frame checking back in for Klein. Padilla shoots, draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Deese. Does not get the friendly roll on the first one. Second one's away, knocks it down. Lauer finds Mulberry in the corner. She gets it to Jordan, top of the key. Back to Lauer. Drives down, shots up, draws the foul. Plenty of dusters there. Martinez gets credit for it. Lauer to the line. First shot's up, knocks it down. Second shot's away, drops it in as well. Lauer's got 6 of the 8 Bison points tonight, playing well. Pass to Draper is too long. Out of bounds it goes. Jordan will have the inbound. Gets it into Mulberry. Mulberry works it to the far side of the floor. Heading on down to the corner. Hands it off to Lauer. Back to Mulberry. Lauer now is going to reset top of the key. Drives left. Shots up. Stanley with the big board. Drives on across. Lauer gets a hand on it. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by Stanley. Lauer to Mulberry. Mulberry, a little pressure by Cash. Works it on across midcourt. Batman with the screen. Jordan down at the baseline. Drops it in. Stanley bringing it across. Bristol for 3. Oh, it was on line, just a little long. Batman with the rebound. Finds Lauer, and she'll bring it across. Works it back to the right. Kicks it out to Mulberry. Cycles into the lane. Shots up off the back of the rim. Just about had her own rebound, but Draper gets a hold of it. Cash slow playing it a little bit. Sends it to Stanley on the far side. Drives to the elbow. Kicks it to Draper. Back to Frame. Working it down low. Batman got a hand on it, and Lauer comes away with it. She'll bring it across for the Lady Bison. Gets it to Jordan. Jordan to Mulberry. She'll go back to Lauer on the far side wing. Pressure by Frame. Now Cash is on her. Timeout called. Coach Nelson trying to avoid the turnover. We'll be right back. Jordan sends it into Lauer. Lauer works it to Alley. Drives into the paint. Kicks it back to Lauer. Goes to Mulberry on the far side. Up for three. Last touch by Frame, and it is Bison ball here. Jordan up and over the top to Batman. Wide left. Alley grabs that rebound, puts it in for two, draws the foul. She'll have the attempt at the three-point play. Oh, shot was long off the back of the iron. Stanley pushing it up the floor, and she let it touch both hands at the same time, called for the double dribble. Lauer works it into Jordan. Jordan turns, looks, puts it to the floor, gets it to Mulberry. Mulberry across midcourt, screened by Batman. Jordan puts it up. Stanley with another rebound. Brings it on across. Shaley pops out, pulls up for three, drops another one in. Mulberry pushes it across. Back to her left. Finds Jordan. She'll drive baseline. Shot was a little wide. Batman with the rebound. Put back is good. Klein pulls up another. She is on fire outside. Extends the lead, 26-14. Minute and a half to play. Mulberry pushes left. Bristol's. Now Lauer's got it. Sends it to Alley. Works it down. Kicks it out to Jordan. Jordan working it back into Alley. Turns. Power dribble to the middle. Shoots but draws the foul. Foul is on 14. Must have been on 13, Padilla. Second shot's away off the back of the rim. Shaley with the rebound. Long pass up the floor to Stanley. Works through some traffic. Pulls up, no good. Alley with the rebound, gets it to Deese. Double dribble. Tried to put a little hustle move on Cash and got caught with the double dribble. Timeout, Coach Nelson. We'll be right back. Guess they didn't give him the timeout. Cash for three. No good. Lauer tries for the rebound, then tries for the save. Out of bounds it goes. Lady Duster ball. Stanley will inbound it in front of the Lady Bison bench. Lady Duster screen away. Klein comes back to the ball, hands it off to Stanley. Works it up top of the key. Now Kendall's got it. Pushes it into the paint. Kicks it to Draper. Draper to Shaley. Back to Draper. Covered up. Kicks it out to Cash. Shots up. No good. Batman with the rebound. Gets it to Jordan and she'll bring it across. Works to Lauer on the near side. Drives toward the paint. Looked like she was trying to get it to Alley. Foul is on. Couldn't tell for sure if it was on Stanley or Klein. First shot, Lauer, no good. 2 for 2 on the last set. Now 2 for 3 at the line. Shots away, knocks it down. Stanley gets it across. Comes to Klein, circles back top of the key to the right, pulls up at the elbow, kicks it back to Stanley, pulls up for 3, trying to get that last shot in before the buzzer. Jordan to Mulberry. And that'll do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Dusters on top, 26-15 for the season opener. We'll be right back. Stick around. Another second half and then the boys' game coming up next.
Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us? Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender. Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit and don't want to wait, talk to us. Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us? Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender.
Ready to start the second half here in the Duster Dome. Lady Dusters will start the half with the ball. Cash to the far side, gets it to Klein, top of the key, sends it back to Cash, pulls up for three, short. Rebound is on the floor, getting a wild and around. The Draper gets a hold of it, but can't plant a foot. And it is Lady Bison ball. Snyder into Jordan, right back to Snyder. She pushes it across, works up the far side of the floor, down to the baseline, trying to work it in. Ball too low. She about went out of bounds. Pass intended for Prowser. Lady Bison do keep the ball. Jordan working it into Lauer. Martinez is there to tie it up. Jump ball. Guess I missed a jump ball because we started the half with the ball. Cash gets called for the double dribble. So Lady Bison will have it right back. Lauer's got it on the timeline, near side. Works it into Snyder. She goes to Jordan on the far side. Back to Snyder down at the baseline. Cash gets a hand on it. Out of bounds it goes. Lauer will send it in the corner. Scratch that. Snyder's going to send it in from the corner. Works it into Alley. Now Lauer. Back in Snyder's hands. She'll drive up top of the key. A little tap pass to Lauer. Back to Snyder. Works it back to the right. Covered up by Padilla and Klein. And Lady Dusters take it away. Martinez bringing it up the floor. Goes to Padilla on the far side. Shots up, no good. Jordan crashing the board. Goes to Lauer on the far side. Shots up. Klein got a hand on it. Prowser comes away with the rebound. Jordan works it to Lauer. Now she'll hand off to Snyder. Trying to work it down low to Jordan. Out of bounds it goes. Lady Dusters will have the ball back. Martinez gets it to Cash. Stalls out. Top of the key. Back to her left. Finds Padilla. Drives up. Shot from 15. No good. Draper battling for the rebound. On the floor they go. Jump ball will be the call. Back to the Lady Bison. Lauer to send it in. Snyder back to Lauer. Pushes it left. Gets it to Jordan. Couple dribbles in and finds Prowser the free throw line, but takes an extra step. Turnover on the travel call. Martinez into Cash. Crosses midcourt. Martinez on the far side. Into the paint. Shots up. No good. Charge is the call. Alley got there and got set. Paul has picked up 3 fouls this evening, so she will go to the bench. Brings Bristol back into the game. Snyder takes the inbound, working it across. Prowser calling for it in the corner, hands it off to her. She'll drive out, gets it to Deese. Kicks it back to Snyder. Works it inside. Prowser from the free throw line. No good. Alley and Padilla battling for that rebound. Padilla touches it last, and it is Lady Bison ball. Trying to work it into Prowser. Kicks it right back to Lauer. Snyder takes it to the hole. No good. Prowser with the rebound. Puts it back. Drops it in for 2. Lady Bison chipping away at that score. They've come within 9. Official timeout. Klein jammed a finger or a wrist or something. Miss Weaver giving her the once over. We'll sure hope she's all right. Guess they told Padilla to untape her wrist. Cash drives left, works it to Padilla. Padilla bringing it up, trying to go to Draper in the paint. Pass is too low. Get it up high to the big man, or big woman. The lady in the lane. Cash to send it in. Goes to back door to Padilla. Drops it in for two. Snyder gets it to Deese. She's going to bring it up the floor. Comes back to the right. Covered up by Frame. Works it to Lauer. Lauer turns and shoots wide left. Draper comes away with the board. Finds Cash. And she'll bring it across for the Lady Dusters. Working it inside. There's Draper. Prowser gets the block, but gets her on the arm to boot. So that's a foul. Draper will go to the line to shoot two. First shot. Right in it goes. Substitutions for the Lady Dusters. Second shot, playing it off the release. Gets the friendly roll off the back of the iron. Snyder descended in for the Lady Bison. Deese, pressure by Stanley, but she gets it across. Cuts back to the right. Hands it off. Snyder drives into the paint. Kicks it out to Mulberry. Mulberry works it over to the far side. Deese for three. Shot is short. Frame comes away with a rebound. Tripped up by Snyder. Lady Bison steal it away. Snyder cannot complete. And it's Lady Bison ball. How about Lady Duster ball? Goodness. Cash brings it across. Finds Kendall on the far side wing. She'll drive baseline, trying to get it to Stanley on the other side of the floor, off Mulberry's leg. Lady Dusters will have the inbound. Stanley to send it in. Works it to Kendall. Kendall turn, looking for somebody open. She'll find Cash. Cash working it inside. Nice pass. Gets it to Draper. Draper connects, knocks it down for two more. Lady Dusters on top, 32-17. 3 to play in the third quarter. Mulberry down to the block, kicks it back to Deese. She works it to Snyder, top of the key, sends it to Allie, who works it to Deese. Now they get it back to Snyder. Trying to work it into the lane. Stolen away by Frame. Long pass up the floor to Cash. They kick it back out to Cash. Shots up, knocks it down for three. Timeout is called, and we'll be right back. Snyder to send it in for the Lady Bison. Finds Deese, covered up. Stanley steals it away. Little handoff. Cash, too strong, can't connect. Mulberry with the defensive board. Pushes it across. Stanley gets a hand on the pass. Both teams aggressive, fighting for the ball, and Batman steals it away. Works it to Mulberry. Nice hustle by both teams. Deese working it down to Snyder. Back to Deese. Batman, top of the key, swings it to Mulberry. Mulberry back to Deese. Lady Bison just working it around the key. Now Batman on the far side. Works it down in the corner. Mulberry kicks it back. Now they get it in the lane. Deese from down low. Around it goes and in. Counts it for 2. Cash brings it across. Frame steps up, too short on the 3. Lady Bison with the rebound. Kendall tipped it. Mulberry to the floor and can't plant a foot. Travel the call. Padilla checking into the game for Kendall. Stanley to inbound it, near side on the baseline. Little lob pass over the top to Draper, and Batman steals it away. Snyder trying to push it up the floor, and Stanley steals it from behind. Now Batman steals it from Cash. Cash fouls Deese on the shot. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Deese's first trip to the free throw line tonight. Shots up. Nice follow through, and in it goes. Substitutions for the Lady Dusters. Shaley and Kendall back into the game. Second shot, knocks it down as well. Pulls the Lady Bison within 14. Just over 40 seconds on the clock. Stanley sends it to Cash. Covered up, drives out. Stanley will penetrate the baseline. Forced out of bounds by Batman. Gets called for the block. Draper comes back into the game for the inbound play. Cash for 3, knocks it down. 25 seconds. Lady Bison work it across. Deese with a sense of urgency gets it to Mulberry. Snyder works it to the right, down to the block, shots up. The layup is good to go for 2. Now the Dusters have got 10 seconds. Snyder gets a hand on it. Oh, they're going to say she slid just a hair too far. Shaley with the travel. Lady Bison get the ball back. 5-8 on the clock. Kendall checking back into the ball game. Snyder goes to Jordan at the free throw line. Drives around to the block, shots up, no good. Kendall, and time runs out. That's 3 quarters in the books. Lady Dusters on top, 38-23, and we'll be right back.
Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit and don't want to wait, talk to us.
Fourth quarter, and the Lady Bison have the ball to start things off. Snyder works it to Prowser, back to Snyder. Takes it in and gets it to go. Cash brings it across. Gets it to Klein, back to Cash. Covered up by Prowser, so she kicks it out. Shaley, Draper. Martinez drives to the elbow, shots up, wide right. Lauer comes away with the rebound. Gets it to Jordan. Jordan brings it across. Snyder for three. Oh, too strong. Lauer with the rebound. Gets it to Snyder, and down we go. I think Cash is going to pick up the foul there. Called for the block. Snyder inbounding it right in front of her own bench. Works it to Lauer. Brings it up top of the key, back to the right. Snyder now. She goes to the right, back to Lauer. From the elbow, shots up, wide left. Martinez with the rebound. She's going to push it on across. Finds Cash for three. Snyder got a hand on it. Draper with the rebound. Turns, shoots, scores. I missed the foul. Miss Weber must be out of town for early Thanksgiving, and Coach Klein running the clock tonight. He's not showing us the fouls. Draper's attempt at the three-point play. Shot is up, knocks it down, nothing but net. Lauer bringing it across for the Lady Bison, pushing it up the far side. Shot from 10, no good. Martinez with the rebound, pushing it up the floor. Draper calling for it. Off the backboard to Draper. Shot is up and in. Rebound and put back, good for two. Jordan will get it to Deese. She brings it across, finds Lauer. Lauer drives into the paint, kicks it out to Snyder. Top of the key, she drives right. Puts it up, no good. Draper crashing the boards. She'll get it to Shaley. Shaley advances it to Padilla. Padilla turns, shoots. Cash attempt on the rebound, and over the back is the call. Oh, wait a minute. I guess not. Lady Bison ball. 5:57 on the clock. Alley sends it into Jordan. Jordan coming to the left. Lots of pressure by the Lady Duster. She works it to Alley. Alley drives down near the baseline, kicks it back to Lauer. Lauer working it up and around the top. Covered up by Frame. Shots up. Foul called. Foul is on Frame. Her first of the night. Knocks it down, making it look easy. 4 for 5 at the line tonight is Lauer. Second shot's up. Oh, off the front of the iron. No good. Lady Dusters come away with the ball. Martinez pushing it up the floor. Down to Stanley. Shots up and knocks it down. Mulberry kicks it to Lauer. Top of the key. Off the back of the iron. Jordan crashing the offensive boards. Kicks it out. Alley's shot is up and wide right. Lauer looking for the rebound. Coach Nelson calls timeout. He was quick to the gun with that and is going to retain possession. We'll be right back. Lauer to send it in. Far side baseline. Finds Batman in the paint. Shots up, no good. Foul called. She'll be shooting two. Fouls on Draper. I believe her first foul of the evening. Batman shooting two here. First shot, knocks it down. Playing this one off the release, ladies and gentlemen. Gets it to go as well. Martinez sends it in. Cash to bring it across. Lady Bison falling back on defense. She'll come to Padilla on the near side of the floor. Padilla into the paint. Shots up. Nice strong, and the follow through's good. Drops it in for two. Lauer gets it to Jordan at the baseline. In the corner. Back out to Lauer. Puts it back in Jordan's hands. Now Lauer's got it back. Working it inside. Alley turns. Covered up. Kicks it out to Mulberry. Mulberry, hand off to Lauer. She'll drive into the paint. Batman. Draper with the rebound. Works it to Martinez. Martinez looking up the floor. Padilla down in the corner, and she took one too many steps before it went to the floor. Turnover, Lady Bison ball. Kendall coming in for Kaylee. Inbound to Mulberry. She works it back to Lauer. Lady Dusters keeping on that defense. Full court pressure. Mulberry with the ball. Near side wing. Works to Jordan. She'll go inside to Batman. Draper is going to knock it out of bounds. Shaley coming in for frame. Lauer sends it into Mulberry. Mulberry shot is up, knocks it down for three. Lady Bison within 16. Chipping away at that lead. Klein turns, finds Kendall. Draper with the ball, shots up, too strong. Batman ends up with it in her hands. Long pass up the floor to Alley. Puts it up inside the paint. No good. Batman with the rebound. Knocks it down. Draws the foul. Count the shot. Draper with the foul. Gets called for the push. Padilla coming into the ball game for Draper. 47-33. Dusters on top. Batman shooting 2 for the Lady Bison. Shots away. Knocks it down. Sorry, that was a 3-point play. Nice job, Lady Bison. Cash sends it to Martinez. Far side of the floor. Working it to Padilla down at the block. Shots up. Gets her own rebound. Put back no good. Rebound. Bobbled around by 2 or 3 players. Mulberry winds up with it. Jordan, long pass up the floor. Padilla able to steal it away. Martinez, Klein, Cash. Back to Martinez. And now the whistle is blown. Calling it on the floor. 13, Jordan picks up another one. Scratch that. Padilla is called for the foul. That's the 5th foul for the Lady Dusters, so first one is up, knocks it down. Second shot's away, drops it in. Martinez into Cash. Now the Lady Bison putting some pressure on. Cash to Martinez. Martinez pushing it up the floor. Back to her left, now back to the right. Finds Draper in the paint. Shots wide left, no good. Lauer can't grab a hold of that rebound. But it does go off of a Lady Duster. So Lauer will send it in. Finds Mulberry. Mulberry pushing it across. Works to Jordan. That must have been off Kendall's foot. Alley gets it to go for 2. Lady Bison trying to make a run here. Pull within 9. Cash to Martinez. Block is the call. Slid a foot right into that. She was hoping for the charge call, but it did not go that way. .205 to play here. It is not over yet. Stay focused, ladies. Martinez to send it in. Martinez over to the top to Draper. Can't connect. Jordan with the rebound. Pressure by Martinez. She still finds Snyder. Snyder back to Jordan. Jordan drives right. Finds her way into the paint. Shoots. It's short. Cash with the rebound. She'll get it to Martinez. Pushing it up the left side. Works it down. Draper up. Shot no good. Battling for her own rebound. They're going to call her for over the back. We are at 5 fouls, so they get to go shoot 2. Draper picks up her 3rd. Alley shooting 2 here. Duster Ruddy crowd beating the bleachers. Does not phase Alley. Knocks it down. She must be focused now. She was 0 for 2 on the last set. Suitner second, playing it off the release. Shots away, knocks it down. Timeout called Lady Dusters. Coach Looper wants to draw it up. Minute 36 to play. Lady Bison pull within 7. We'll be right back.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community.
Shaley to send it in.
Banking with us.
Gets it in to Martinez. Martinez pushing it across. Gets past Mulberry. Finds Draper down at the block. Shot is up. Gets that one to go. Lauer bringing it across for Lady Bison. Hands it off to Snyder right before they cross the midcourt line. She'll go to Jordan down low. Shots up too strong over the top. Draper with the rebound. Martinez brings it across. Surveying the defense. Cash breaks to the bucket. Shots up, fouls called. Cash goes to the line to shoot 2. First shot. Oh, in and out. A little softer touch. Plenty of adrenaline pumping. Settle down, put it in. Second one's away, knocks it down. Jordan into Lauer. Lady Bison down by 10. Mulberry in the corner. Shots up, no good. Oh, Martinez battling for the rebound. Padilla comes away with it. Martinez pushing it across. Fouls called. Martinez is going to send it in right in front of the Lady Bison bench. Gets to Cash. Offensive end of the floor, and another foul is called. That'll put him at 5, and we're going to the line to shoot 2.
Deposit with us. Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy.
Cash ought to be dialed in now.
Let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender.
First shot's away. Oh my gosh. Apologies, apologies, apologies. Cash missed the first one. Second shot's away and knocks it down. Jordan gets it to Snyder, pushes it across. 35 seconds on the clock. Snyder pulls up for 3. Out it is. Draper, defensive rebound. Martinez pushing it up. Fouled. I believe Mulberry got credit for that one. Martinez in and out. No good. 25-6 on the clock. Dusters lead by 11. Second shot goes in. Schneider to bring it across for Lady Bison. Works it in the lane. Alley turns, shoots off to the left. No good. Martinez with the rebound, pushing it up the floor. Goes to Bristol on the far side. Too strong over the top. Draper with the rebound. Put back is good. 3-2. Lauer with the last second shot. No good. That'll do it, and the Lady Dusters will win the season opener. Congratulations to the Lady Dusters. Lady Bison played tough, stuck it out to the bitter end, never gave up. That's what we like to see when these teams get together. Determination till the last whistle blows. Quick rundown. Cash will finish with 13. Frame finishes with 1. Martinez, 5 for 7 from the free throw line, 5 points. Shaylee Klein comes away with 9. Padilla comes away with 5. Stanley with 2. And Draper leading the charge tonight. 20 points on the night for Macy Draper. Up next, the Dusters will take on the Bison. We'll be back. Stick around. We got another good one for you as we open the 25-26 season in the Duster Dome.
Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit and don't want to wait, talk to us. Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us? Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender. Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. Don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit, and don't want to wait, talk to us. Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender.
I guess Buffalo must have started with a technical, and Yeomans can't connect on any of his free throws. Bison working it down the floor, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover, it'll be Duster ball. Looks like Ruiz getting it into Keibel. Finds Yeomans on the far side, back to Keibel. Across the floor to Yeomans. Finds Ruiz down low, and Joel puts it in for two. Battle for the rebound, ends up with the Bison. Looks like Estrada's going to get it to Love. Shots up and in for two. Keibel's got it. Back to Ruiz. Pushes it across midcourt, right into a trap. Ibarra is there to knock it out of bounds. Keibel to inbound. Keibel to inbound over there in front of the Bison bench. Gets it to Joel, puts it in on the backdoor side. Dusters up 4-2. Love's got it. Gets it to Wonger. He's pushing it up the floor, finds a bar in the corner. Shots up, no good, short. Rodriguez with the rebound, put back. He draws a foul. That foul's on Keibel. Puts Rodriguez on the line. First shot, too strong, no good. Second shot's away. Gets a friendly roll. Berto back to Yeomans, back to Berto. Advances it up the floor, intended for Joel, stolen away by Estrada. Love pushes it across. Top of the key, works back to his right. Pass intercepted by Berto. Brings it across. Way out by the Beaver, tries to send it down low on the frame, and it is knocked out of bounds by Rodriguez. Duster ball. Keibel into Joel, back to Keibel. That is going to be a foul on the floor on Ibarra. Keibel to send it in. Looking for somebody open. Finds Joel. Hands it right back to Keibel. Takes it down to the corner. Joel for three off the back of the iron. Frame with the rebound. Keibel's got it up top. Berto from the corner. Can't get it to go. Love with the rebound, and a foul's going to be called. Over the back on Ruiz, it looked to me like. I believe 3 was the number. Ibarra to bring it across for the Bison. Finds Love. Back to Wonger. Ibarra for a deep 3, no good. Frame with the rebound. Working it up the floor, gets it to Joel. Takes the layup up, too strong over the top. Estrada with the rebound. Turns back around to let the defense pass. Top of the key, trying to penetrate in and gets it to Ibarra. Ibarra slows things down, gets the offense set. Works at top of the key into the paint. Tries to get it to Wonger on the backside. Out of bounds it goes. Duster ball. Joel back to Keibel. Joel finds Frame on the near side. Up the floor, Berto from the corner, too strong over the top. Wonger with the rebound. Keibel's going to tip it out of bounds from the backside. Estrada to bring it across for the Bison. Like Dusters fall back. Wonger around the top. Ibarra for the deep 3 again off the back of the iron. Estrada with the long rebound. Penetrates into the paint. Yeomans with the block. Wonger comes away with the rebound. Back out by the Beaver and then to the free throw line. Shots up, no good. Rebound, battled around, and Keibel sends it to Berto. Back in Joel's hands, swings it to Keibel, pulls up for the deep 3 off the front of the iron, no good. Ibarra with the rebound. Keibel bats it away, out of bounds. That'll stop the flow of traffic. Wonger to send it in for the Bison. Gets it in. Rodriguez will get it to Estrada. Dusters working with a height advantage. That'll be a push on Frame. Picking up a foul there. Wonger sends it into Love. Love pushes it back to the left. Gets it to Wonger down near the corner. Drives back out. Love back to the left. Down to the block. Into traffic. Still gets it up and gets it to go. Yeomans finds Joel. Tries to get it down low. Well, that was quite the turn of events. Shot is called off. Foul on the floor. Foul is on Ibarra. Gets called for the push. Keibel to send it in. Gets it to Frame at the elbow. Back to Keibel. Shots up from the free throw line. A little flat off the back of the iron. Joel for three and knocks it down. Dusters on top, 7-5 after the three. Ibarra, top of the key, finds Love. Working it down, kicks it back out to Ibarra, short. Love with the rebound, put back, draws the foul. Foul on Yeomans, I do believe. Puts Love on the line. Rattles around and out. No good on the first one. Arredondo checking in for the Bison. Love shot is good. Yeomans will get it into Ruiz. Back to Yeomans, back to Ruiz. Yeomans penetrates into the paint, goes to Berto down low on the backside, stolen away by Estrada, pushing it up the floor. Too strong, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back, no good. Yeomans brings down the board. Yeomans to Keibel. Keibel sends it up the floor. Ruiz goes to Frame down low. His toes were on the line, and that is Bison ball. Ibarra brings it across for the Bison. Comes back up, top of the key, looking for somebody to be open, finds Love. Love penetrates to the elbow, goes down, puts the shot up, no good. Berto with the rebound, gets it to Keibel. Now Berto on the near side. Works it to Keibel. Keibel pushes right, gets it to Joel. Back in Keibel's hands, turns, finds Yeomans. Yeomans to Berto. Works it to Frame down near the baseline. Turns, drives. Gets it to Joel on the backside. Shots up, no good. Tips the rebound out. Oh, Wonger catches the ball, slides, and gets called for the travel. Love pushing it up the floor. That ought to be a foul on Ruiz. They're going to count that. Foul was 2 steps before the shot. That's all right. Pulls the Bison on top by 1. Frame shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, gets it to Keibel, and Keibel puts it in for 2. Love can't hang on. Out of bounds it goes. Duster ball. Keibel's got it on the far side wing. Ibarra's got him covered up, goes to Yeomans. Yeomans to the free throw line, gets it to Frame, brings the ball too low. Jump ball is the call. Ibarra bringing it up. Gets it to Wonger, brings it back around top of the key, drives into the paint, shots up, no good. Frame with the rebound. Long pass over the top, Keibel picks it up, goes to Joel. Wonger got a hand on it. Joel battling. Estrada comes away with it. Shoots the long shot. No good as time expires. That'll do it for the first quarter, and we are deadlocked at 9. It's anybody's game. We'll be right back.
Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us?
Second quarter, starting things out. Dusters will have the ball. Berto gets it to Yeomans. He'll swing it to Keibel on the far side. Now back up Frame, top of the key, pulls up for the three-pointer, no good. Rebound is battered around, ends up in Estrada's hands. Wonger can't connect on the other end, and Joel is going to get called for the foul. After that foul by Joel, the shot goes in. Arredondo will be at the line trying to make a three-point play out of it. Flores is checked into the ball game for Ruiz. Shots up off the back of the rim, no good. They get it to Flores. Gets it up the floor to Keibel. He'll go back to Flores. Oh, right into the, but Keibel's foot was on the line. Arredondo did a good job deflecting the pass. Keibel intercepted the deflection. But out of bounds is the call, and it is Bison ball as Ibarra takes it to the far sideline. Circles back around top of the key. Estrada, far side wing. Into the paint, now back to Ibarra on the near side. Shots up, no good. Keibel with the rebound, finds Frame. He slows it up at the wrong time. Arredondo gets it from behind. Wonger's going to bring it back across for the Bison. Shots up from Wonger, no good. Keibel with the rebound. Berto Reese picks it up, back to Keibel. Frame on the far side wing. Now we'll go to Yeomans in the corner. He'll pull up for three. Off the back of the iron, no good. Frame with the rebound. Pass to Ruiz is batted out of bounds by Ibarra. It is Duster ball. Looks like Reese to send it in from the timeline on the near side. Reese goes to Yeomans. Off of somebody's toe. Frame picks it up. Flores. Reese driving to the free throw line. Kicks it back to Flores. He'll pull up for three. Shots no good. Estrada gets the rebound. Gets it to Love. He's pushing it up the far side. Winds up with the ball. Puts it up from the backside block, and it's good for two. Timeout called, Coach McDonald. We'll be right back.
Your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender.
Coming out of the timeout, they get it to Keibel, brings it across, finds Flores on the far side. Drives down. Estrada with the rebound, pushes it across, kicks it out to Wonger on the far side. Flores working some defense there. Just about lost his dribble. Shot's no good, tipped back by Yeomans, and Yeomans tips it out of bounds. Wonger touched it last, and it's Duster ball. Keibel gets it to Ruiz. Crosses midcourt, comes to Yeomans on the far side. Oh, can't get the friendly roll, gets his own rebound. Put back is good for two. Love going to bring it across for the Bison. 13-11, and the Bison are on top. Wonger's got it, top of the key. He just keeps backing up. Now Estrada's got it. Gets it to Love. Love penetrates into the paint. Shots up, no good. Estrada comes away with the rebound, no good. Frame picks it up and gets it to Ruiz. Ruiz working at top of the key, covered up by two men. That means somebody's open down low, and they missed the opportunity. Ruiz driving into the paint. That's too many steps. But was a foul, was called. Arredondo gets called for the hold behind the action. Dusters get the ball. Wonger sends it out of bounds, and it's still Duster ball. Inbound to Reese. Back to Yeomans. Yeomans covered up by Love. Gets a hand on the ball. Yeomans picks it up. Estrada trying to steal it away and does. Shot is blocked. Keibel tips that one out of bounds. But he also gets credit for touching it last. Wonger will inbound it again. Timeout called Coach Yock. We'll be right back after some messages from our sponsors. Love gets it into Ibarra. Ibarra drives to the line. Gets it back to Wonger. He goes back left. Estrada now penetrates to the paint. Shots up, no good. Yeomans. Oh! Love steals it away. Shots up, too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound. Love somehow gets a hold of it. Wonger's going to cycle back out, wants the offense to set. Wonger to the elbow, kicks it to Ibarra. Back to Wonger. Estrada trying to get into the lane. Shots up, blocked by Ruiz. Kicks it to Keibel and back to Ruiz. Gets it to Yeomans to bring it across. Flores, far side wing, drives into the paint. Shots up, no good. Ibarra cycles it across. Love gets it to Ibarra. That is tipped out of bounds by Frame. The clock stops with 2:45 to go in the half. Love sends it into Wonger. Wonger looking for an opening. The Bison are definitely calling a play. Coach Yock is not liking what he's seeing. Estrada, Wonger, Keibel just about got a hold of it. Ibarra. Shots up for three, no good. Keibel comes away with the rebound. Finds Yeomans on the far side. He works it up to Frame. Frame to Ruiz. Oh, he took a stutter step. That 3-point is just like it never happened. Travel the call before the shot was taken. Ibarra finds his way to a wide open layup, and he's going to put it in for two. Yeomans to Flores on the far side wing. Flores back up top. Yeomans finds Frame. Drives down, gets it to Ruiz. Shots up. That one was short. Arredondo with the rebound. Gets it to Love. Love pushing it up the floor. Gets it to Wonger, and Keibel a little too much there. I would imagine he'll get the call. Yep. Keibel with the foul. Wonger on the line shooting 2. Shots up, no good, off the back of the rim. Playing it here off the release. He gets that one rattled around and in. Dusters now trail by 5. Ruiz to Yeomans. Come across, Flores working it down low. Keibel covered up, kicks it back out. Flores, Frame, far side wing, up top to Yeomans. Goes to Keibel on the far side. Frame, Flores. Frame, shots a little bit short. Keibel drives into the paint, puts it up from 10, shots good for 2. Dusters within 3. Love slow playing it across. Cuts back to the left into the paint. Flores steals the pass. The ball saved, but into the hands of the Dusters. We got 15 seconds. Time to get focused. Yeomans for 3 is wide. Ruiz with a good rebound. Gets it back out to Yeomans. Into the paint, no foul called. Arredondo, Wonger cannot connect. That'll do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The Dusters led early. The Bison have found a way to come back. Coach McDonald will get them fired up at half, and we'll see what that brings. Season opener at the Duster Dome. Stick around, stay tuned. We'll be back after the half.
Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit and don't want to wait, talk to us. Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us? Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender. Around here, we give quick service on loans. We're local. We make our own decisions. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town office to give you a yes or no. So if you have good credit and don't want to wait, talk to us.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half of Game 2 here in the Duster Dome. Season opener. Dusters trailing 13-16. Anybody just joining us, the Dusters led early in this contest. Looks like the Bison get to start with the ball. Kicking off quarter number 3. Love goes to Wonger on the far side. Back up top, Estrada. Love. Ibarra from way out there, no good. Berto with the rebound. He'll go to Keibel, pushing it up the far side. Cross the floor to Ruiz. Pulls up, no good. Yeoman's in the paint. Puts it up short. Duster ball. Keibel descended in. Over the top, Yeomans. Back to Keibel in the corner. He drives out, finds Yeomans up top. Back to Keibel. Works it inside. Joel goes into the paint, loses his dribble. Rodriguez and Estrada come away with it. Estrada's going to bring it across the floor. Now to Love. Love drives left. Works it down low to Estrada. He's going to go back to Ibarra. Ibarra crossing through the lane. Gets it to Estrada. Nope, that will be a carry. He rolled it over. Double dribble. The call. Oh, boy, we got to pay attention, folks. This is a basketball game. Keibel's pass to Joel just about ended badly. Oh, and nobody home there. That is a tough break for the Dusters. Estrada brings it across, cheats to the right. Goes to Ibarra on the far side wing. Tries to drive in, gets shut down, gets it to Wonger. Wonger back up, top of the key, hand off to Love. Love drives left, works it up, shot no good. Yeoman's crashing the boards. Pushing it up the middle of the floor. Works it down low, outside corner. Frame into the paint, shot too strong, no good. Estrada with the rebound, brings it across. Works it all the way up to the free throw line. Kicks back. Love for three. No good. Looked like they were able to push that ball right off of Keibel's hands and out of bounds. Love, shot is short. Keibel comes away with the rebound. Wonger tries to steal away the pass to Roberto. Out of bounds it goes. Duster ball. Keibel's going to bring it across for the Dusters. Everybody else settled back on offense. Comes to Frame on the near side. Works to Ruiz up top. Joel drives into the paint. Shots up. Gets it to go. Dusters within one. Ibarra is going to bring it across for the Bison. Cheats right into the paint, goes back to the backside. Rodriguez. Joel with the block shot. Somehow it's Duster ball. We'll take it. Keibel to bring it across for the Dusters once again. Comes to Frame on the near side. Frame to Joel. Joel drives down into the paint. Shot from the block, no good. Frame fought for the rebound. Buffalo comes away with it. They get it to Wonger. Pushing it up the far side. Called for the double dribble. A little bit of pressure, and he is pushed out of bounds. Keibel bringing it across once again. He's got Humberto to his left and Joel to his right. He goes to Yeomans at the elbow. Yeomans puts it on the floor to Keibel. Right back to Yeomans. He goes to Keibel, pulls up for three, and knocks it down. We have a lead change. Dusters up by 2. Love up the far side. Standing on the S. Pass to Estrada. Oh, and we let it go. It is Bison ball. Got to follow through and finish, boys. Timeout taken. Coach Yock. We'll be right back. Ibarra. Little handoff, dump pass to Estrada. Now to Love. Now to Wonger. Pressure by Humberto. They're going to still get it to Estrada. Keep circling around top of the key. Not my favorite offense, but a lot of teams seem to run it. Estrada working into the paint. Gets it to Love. Love drives in, kicks it back to Estrada, bobbles the pass. Drives into the paint, shots up. Foul is called. Gonna get to shoot 2, and it is on Yeomans. Estrada, first shot, no good. Let's see what he does with the second one. Seconds away, rolls around, no good. Yeomans crashing the boards. Pushes it up the floor, cheating to his right. Ibarra gets him on the arm, and it is a foul in favor of the Dusters. Keibel to send it in. Gets it to Yeomans. Keibel back with the ball. Berto working to Keibel. Goes down low. Arredondo blocks the shot. Gets it to Wonger. Pushing it all the way up the near side. Far side. Shots up. No good. Keibel with the rebound. Shots up. Fouls called. Foul is on Arredondo. Berto knocks the first one down. Playing this one off the release. Gets it to go as well. Extend the lead to 4. 3 minutes to play in the third. Estrada gets it to Wonger. Wonger over to Ibarra on the far side wing. Berto with the long rebound. Keibel across. Back to Berto on the far side. Comes to the elbow, spins out. Joel knocks another 3 down. Dusters on top by 7. Love gets it to Ibarra. Ibarra trying to work his way in, bobbles the dribble, comes back with it. Works it to Estrada in the paint, turns, rolls, shot, no good. Love, nice little tip, put back is good for 2. Pull within 5. Joel to Yeomans up top, penetrates in, puts in the layup. Back 25-18. Love brings it across for the Bison. Working it down, Arredondo wide open on the backside, drops it in for 2. 25-20 your score. Keibel set to bring it across for the Dusters. Goes to Ruiz. Oh, shot blocked. Joel tries again. Oh, that one's rounding out. Quick hands and feet by Ibarra. Love's got it on the far side wing. Comes to the elbow. Pushes the call. Frame's going to pick up that one. Ibarra to send it in. Joel's got him covered up. Gets it into Arredondo. Works it to Love. Love goes to Ibarra on the far side wing. Long 3, no good. Out of bounds off the Bison. 1 minute to play here in the third. Berto gets it into Keibel. Nice communicating by the team. Goes to Berto on the far side. Yeoman's up with the screen. Love comes to assist. Steals it away. Works it to Wonger on the backside. Drops it in for 2. Bison within 3. Keibel to Berto on the near side. Berto waiting for something to happen down low. Kicks it to Yeomans. Yeomans makes a move to the block. Back to Ruiz. Keibel gets a hold of it. Frame for 3. Over the top, no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it in for 2. Dusters back up by 5. And time is expired. That'll do it for the third, ladies and gentlemen. 27-22 is your score. Dusters on top. 1 quarter to play. We'll be back.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender.
Here we are, the fourth quarter, and the Dusters have the ball. They get it to Berto in the backcourt. Brings it across, picked up by Wonger. Goes inside, Yeomans at the elbow. Yeomans turns, drives, dumps the layup in for 2, extends the lead to 7. Love, wasting no time, brings it across for the Bison. Pushing to the right, finds Ibarra, pulls up for 3, finally gets one to go. Pulls the Bison within 4. Keibel's got the rock, bringing it across. Ibarra to pick him up at midcourt. Goes to Ruiz on the left. Berto to Yeomans. Keibel now, near side wing. Keibel looks to drive baseline. Oh, that is going to be lost control of the ball as he went to turn and shoot. Turnover. Love brings it across. 7 minutes to go. Pushing into the paint is Wonger. Gets it to Love. Love shoots through traffic. Gets it to go. Now the Bison are within 2. Yeomans gets it back to Keibel. To Ruiz. Bringing it across. Keibel comes to frame on the near side wing. Inside. Ruiz dumps it in for 2. Ibarra bringing it back across for the Bison. Handoff to Estrada. Now hold the handoff to Love was shut down. Estrada works it to Arredondo down low. Keibel's bringing it across. Dusters up by 2. Timeout called, Coach Mack. We'll be right back. Coming out of the timeout, looks like Keibel's going to send it in. Right at the Duster bench. Goes to Yeomans. Back to Keibel. Ibarra covering all over Keibel. They go back to Ruiz for 3. Drops it in. Joel is on fire. Love going to bring it across for the Bison. Love finds Arredondo down low again. Dusters have got to cover that up. 34-31. Dusters on top. Keibel gets it across. Goes to Humberto on the far side. Yeomans up top. Now to Keibel on the near side wing. Keibel goes baseline. Kicks it back to Yeomans. Pulls up for 3. Off to the left. Battle for the rebound. And that is going to be off Keibel's toes. Nice hustle by both teams, and the Bison are going to come away with it. Ibarra to bring it across for the Bison. Works it to Love on the far side. Turns, drives to the block, and Keibel? Keibel picks up another one. Love will shoot 2. Off the front of the rim and in. Second one will play off the release. Shots away, back of the iron, no good. Joel comes away with the board. Gets it to Yeomans, brings it across, pushing up the near side, goes to Keibel on the back door. It's in for 2. Dusters stay ahead by 4. Estrada pushing it up the far side for the Bison. Works into the paint. Covered up, kicks it out to Wonger. Wonger to Ibarra. He penetrates to the free throw line. 3 seconds in the lane. Oh, that is a tough break for the Bison, and the Dusters have the ball back. I tell you, sometimes poor old Joel just falls asleep on us. Yeomans back to Joel, and they say that Joel drug a pivot foot and is called for the travel. Joel unhappy with the call. Love to bring it across for the Bison. Trailing by 4, 3:55 to play. Gets it back to Wonger. Wonger works it down low to Arredondo. Blocked by Keibel. Berto with the rebound. Keibel works it back to Berto, and he'll bring it across for the Dusters. Coach Mack trying to get the offense set he wants. Estrada steals the pass. Oh, travel the call, yes. Berto got a hand on the ball, and that caused him to stutter step. Turnover, Duster ball. Berto can't hang on, out of bounds it goes. Blaze can have. Ibarra into the lane, kicks it out to Estrada. He pushes in, can't get it to go. Yeomans comes down with the big board. Yeomans looking up the floor, sees Ruiz. Joel takes it to the hole, too strong, no good. Estrada with the rebound. Estrada penetrates through the paint, goes to Love on the far side. Love works it down low, Arredondo, no good, too strong over the top. Joel with the rebound, gets it back to Keibel, and the Dusters are in control with 2.5 to play in the fourth. Just got to slow it down, play their game, finish strong. Joel spins, pass goes wide for his brother Umberto, out of bounds it is. Gives Bison another shot to take it down the floor. 2:15 to play. Love trying to get into the lane. Kicks it back out to Wonger. Wonger to Ibarra. Pulls up from downtown. No good. Yeah, I thought it was off of Bison foot. I can't swear to which one it was. Timeout is the call. We'll be right back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning timeout. Keibel pushing it up the floor. Goes to Frame, far side corner. Now Berto's got it. Just need to take care of the ball. They go inside. Joel turns. Gets it to Keibel. Now Yeomans. Yeomans out to Berto. Oh, into traffic, and they're going to call him for timeout is the call. Coach McDonald getting a little nervous there, avoiding the turnover. We'll be right back. Steer duster ball, making sure there's no liquid on the floor. They go to Joel in the backcourt. Gets it back to Keibel. Oh, off his toe. Tough break. Keibel knew that was going to be a backcourt, but thought it was a better bet to pick it up than to let Buffalo try to have it. Wonger to inbound. Bison gather up around him. They go to Love in the backcourt. He's going to bring it across. Covered up by Frame. They try to go to Arredondo on the backside. Oh, Coach Yock sure thinks that Beaver touched that one. Joel's got the rock. Far side. He's going to cut back across the middle. Double teamed, in trouble. Timeout called, Coach McDonald. Again, saving the turnover. We'll be right back. There's 55-8 on the clock. Don't leave us now. We'll be back.
Ever wonder what happens with the money you deposit with us? Well, your deposits enable us to make loans. Personal, real estate, vehicle, and seasonal loans. All to local families. And this energizes our whole local economy. Stop by and let's talk. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender.
All right, here we go again. They go into Yeomans, back to Keibel. Ibarra got him covered up. Oh, they're going to call a walk. He drug a pivot foot. I tell you, when the game gets close, you have got to stay focused. Love to bring it across. Works to his left. Down to the block. Shot's too strong. Estrada comes away with the rebound. Shot blocked by Yeomans, but they're going to call him for the body. Puts Estrada on the line to shoot two. Well, the Bison are down by 4. Shots up and short off the front of the rim. No good. Shots up, no good again. Oh, Arredondo comes away with the board, gets it to Estrada, trying to make up for the free throws. Gets another rebound, no good. Yeomans comes down with the defensive board. Oh, and the pass is tipped, and Love comes away with it. Works it to Wonger. They're going to say that Keibel came away with a clean block on that one. They're going to say he made it and he was beyond the three-point line. I'm going to have to figure out that replay because I didn't see it. We'll be back. Timeout is the call. Typical Buffalo Beaver fashion. It's who wants it worst. They get it into Berto. Back to Keibel. Now Ruiz has got it. I think player on the floor was the call, so it is Beaver ball. Oh, there's the pass up the floor to Frame. He goes back to Keibel, pushes the call, stops the clock again. 6:3 to go. Keibel, timeline near side. Goes in the backcourt to Ruiz, and there's a foul by Arredondo. 5-2 on the clock. That's the third foul. We got two more before we are in the bonus. Keibel to send it in. Gets, the pass does get it to Ruiz. There's a push. That's going to be a shooting foul. So Joel will go to the line to shoot two. They're not giving him the shooting foul. Coach McDonald not happy. He thought he was shooting as well. Keibel to send it in. Lob pass over the top. Love gets a hold of it. Time expires. The Dusters win the season opener. Wait, the whistle was blown before time went out. The officials are conferring. The game's not over yet. Now they've put 8 seconds on the clock. They're going to run it down. They should run it down to 2. I don't know what's going on. Don't listen to me. Now there's .8 on the clock. This is getting interesting. It's going to be a one last ditch effort. I'm not even sure whose ball it is. Must be the Bison ball. Coach McDonald telling them all about how to be on defense. No sloppy fouls. Play your defense. Do it right. They basically have time to touch the ball, and it better be in the air toward the bucket. They have it in front of the Duster bench. They got .8 seconds to get it in the hole. The clock will start when they touch the ball, and game's over. He does get it up. No good. Dusters do. It is official. They win the season opener. Well-fought battle. They led early. The Bison came back, and they finished strong and put this one to bed. They come out on top 36-35. Keibel told me this morning that the last 3 Buffalo Beaver games have been decided with less than 3 points. They didn't disappoint tonight. Dusters win both in the season opener.